What's going on? It's your guy, Coach Dave, coming in with another YouTube video. Today, we're talking about the three entrepreneur types. Knowing this information, understanding this information will help take your business to the stratosphere. Before we get started, take a moment to like this video. Take a moment to subscribe to my page. Those are the two things I want you to do right away. Let's get started. So the first thing that I want you to know is that you have to know your style and you have to know your role. Knowing your style has to do with the way that you think. So when you understand the style of entrepreneur that you are, you can start to approach problems from that perspective and with that thought process and double down on that. The more you double down on your strengths, the faster and further you'll go. It's really a waste of time to try to improve upon your weaknesses. It's much more productive to work from a place of power and to think from a place of strength and confidence. The next one is knowing your role. This has to do with your work style. So if you know how you think, you can now focus on how you'll work. What is your role in the business? What is your role to push the mission forward? If you're guy B trying to do guys A work, you're going to be ineffective. If you're guy A trying to do guy C work, you're going to be ineffective. If you're guy B, be guy B, think like guy B, and then do the work of the role of guy B. It's much more effective. Let's dive into the three types. So number one, what you have is the visionary. The visionary is the archetype who crafts the vision, who says, this is where we're going. I may not know how to do it. I may not know all the steps involved, but I can paint a clear picture of the vision of where we're going. If you've been watching any of my content, you know that clarity is super important. So the visionary gives clarity to the overall mission and says, this is where we're going. This is the result that we're aiming for. This is who we're going to help. This is what success looks like at a macro scale for our business and for our organization. So if you're the visionary, focus on your style. So how does a visionary think? You need to think about impact. You're comfortable thinking about impact. You're thinking about what is that end user experience like? Who is the ideal customer? Who are the ideal employees and partners? Focus on painting that picture with clarity because that will inspire the other partners that you'll bring into your business. And don't put pressure on yourself to do a lot of work outside of that strength. Number two, you're talking about work. Your work is going to be building relationships. It's going to be inspiring others. It's going to be maybe fundraising. All these things are your effective work. And there's a number of others I'm sure that you can think of with your creativity and your intelligence. But the point is that you're working from the place of the visionary. You know your style, you know your role, you know how to think, and you know what work to do. Let's move on to entrepreneur style number two, the manager. So the manager is one who can take the vision and create a plan of action and then manage that plan through completion. A lot of time visionaries are not very good managers. They tend to be very people oriented, meaning that, or is another way of saying that they may be conflict averse. They don't want to have those difficult conversations with people. They want to celebrate the wins, but they don't necessarily feel comfortable. The visionary, that is, saying, "Hey, you're not cutting snuff, or this is not going to plan. We need to pivot." That's where the manager comes in. They have a different type of vision, and that vision is for execution and organization. So you're able to take the vision and say, we're going to need this kind of time. We're going to need these resources. It needs to be organized in this manner. And if we do that, there's a very, very high chance of success that we will fulfill our mission. Okay. So how does a manager think? The manager thinks the style is systems, processes, leadership, effective leadership of how do you galvanize and organize teams and manage their efforts through completion. And then what is their role? Their role is the day-to-day, the operations, is holding people accountable. It is making sure that all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted in the day-to-day operations of the vision. Entrepreneurs can be very effective. Manager archetypes can be very effective entrepreneurs. You may not be developing groundbreaking, earth-shattering ideas, but that's okay. What you are good at is taking an idea or taking something simple and making it better. You're going to be very strong at executing and adding value consistently, because that's probably how you measure success as well. Is how well do you adhere to a plan and drive that thing through completion that gives you a sense of fulfillment and makes you feel excited. Let's dive into the third archetype, which is the technician. The technician is the person who's good at doing the actual thing, the value delivery. At the end of the day, if you have a visionary who knows what they want to create and you have a manager that knows how to get it done, you can't get it done effectively without the technician. And technicians also make great entrepreneurs in addition to the others. The technician is the person who takes pride in the quality of the deliverable. The technician is the person who understands the technical in and outs of the deliverable. They take pride in the work for the work's sake, in the creation of the deliverable. Very important, as you can obviously tell. So what is the style of the technician? More detail-oriented. The technician is going to be more passionate about the deliverable. The technician will probably be the person who burns that midnight oil to make sure that the deliverable is perfect for the customer. Okay. And what is their role? Their role is the craftsman almost of the product, service, or idea. They're the one who is crafting the thing and saying, here's what we are offering into the world. Here's what I'm offering. Okay. So why is understanding these three things so important? Is if you work from your place of strength, you're able to build from power, which means that you're able to focus on those activities to which you add the most impact and the most valuable to the end deliverable. You're able to work from a place of power that allows you to impact your customer in the most positive and impactful way possible. That's important. So if you're a great technician and you're trying to do vision, that's taking away from crafting the thing. If you're a visionary trying to be a technician, you're probably not going to be effective because you don't have the proper skills to craft the solution, the end deliverable. If you're a manager trying to have the big picture vision, well, you're probably too much in the weeds. You're more focused on the how than the what and the why. And you're going to waste a lot of time. And if you're a technician trying to be the visionary, well, you're probably going to start working on too many things because you know how to do a lot and you know that it's the product that matters. When in reality, it's all about harmony. It's about balance. And some people can exist in multiple ways that can be somewhat balanced over the types, but you more than likely have a dominant type. And it's important to know that. You can always hire and partner for the other archetypes so you can bring the vision to life faster and more quickly. The other thing that knowing your archetype does is allow you to serve from confidence. When you're confident in what you know and how you do something in your approach, you're much more effective. People relate to confidence. They see it, they feel it, they hear it. And when you're confident, it's easier for your customer to be confident in what you're delivering. It's easier for your employees to be confident in what they're participating in. It's easier to galvanize partners who will take this macro vision to the next level because they know that you know what you're talking about, and that gives them confidence in you. It gives them confidence in the mission. And when they're also working from their place of most strength, you'll be confident in them and you'll get along very well and very quickly. So this is what I want to know, and I want your honest opinion. Was this helpful? If it was helpful, I want you to drop a comment down in the comment section that says, hell yeah, this was helpful. If it wasn't, tell me, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. All right. Next thing, as I close out, is I want you to like this video if you didn't do it at the beginning. I want you to drop a comment and tell me what you found helpful or what was not helpful, because I want to create content that is valuable to you and your business. And finally, I want you to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so we can grow this community together and so that you will be the first to be notified when I drop new content. Yeah, have a great day, and I can't wait to chat with you